Okay, friends and everyone, here I'm going to show you how I remove a window sash. Now, these old things are cast iron, originally built for farms, to go in farms. And they've all been completely built. So when these are delivered, it's the whole thing finished. They've got a pivot down here and a pivot up the top. Now, the only way to get them off, use a trusty cold chisel whose handle failed and a lump hammer. So this is a 2 kilo or 4 pound hammer. The heavier the weight, the better, because you're using steel to cut steel. So I've got to knock off the 2 top pins, punch out the hinge, because that's the only way I can get this off, because this was put together in the factory and those were cold rivets. They were fitted before it was glazed. And so demolishing that is the only way I'm getting it off. So cold chisel first up here to knock off the rivets. Hoping not to smash the top glass, because it happens. Like that. One. Sorry about the noise. So that's the rivets off, or the heads of the rivets. Now to the hinge. That's the hinge off. There's one brass hinge, just rolled steel. The pin's brass, would last forever. Bottom bit, my trusty pinch bar. Got this when I was 14, off the old man for my 14th birthday. All kids should have one of these for their 14th birthday. Still haven't forgiven the old bastard, but at 62, I'm still using it. So under here, just try to lift it without cutting my hands up the top. So, first one that won't go. Okay, we have it. Watch out for broken glass. And there's the first window of this one. So I cut the heads off the rivets. Nasty thing with broken glass. It's the concussion of the lump hammer that does it. Just got to keep your eyes shut so you don't get glass in them, or wear safety glasses. So the next thing, which is the hard part, is cutting the hinge off, because that's cast onto this. So this whole frame is all cast iron, and it's all been moulded as one piece when it was cast in the factory. So I've got to chisel these out. Top one can be a real cow, but the bottom one I found on this window is harder. So I've got to get the cold chisel in. Might have to turn the sound down. First one off. Second one off. This is why I use a lump hammer. That 2 kilos makes all the difference when you're hitting that. You hit that with my trusty claw hammer, nowhere near the weight, and you'd be flogging yourself to death. Whereas here, you're using the weight to force it down through there to chop it. And even though the handle busted on this within 10 minutes, because it was plastic and the concussion shattered it, it's keeping its edge. So the little man in China tempered it properly. So yeah, it's still keeping its edge. So next two. Whoops, that was bad. Sometimes they just won't go. This is one of them. That's about it. Okay. So yeah, chopping the steel off with a cast iron. Some of them they shear off, which is really good. The force shears it. Others, like this one, you've got to pound it to death. One to go. Good riddance. So that's how it comes off. The hard part is it also shocks your hands and you get sore fingers after a while. It's hard on the bones, but that's how I take it off. I'm now going to cut here with an angle grinder. Cut here with the angle grinder on the inside. Then I use a flapper disc, which is a sanding disc on the grinder. They seem to last one disc per window because there's a lot of paint on this and it clogs it. They're about $9 each, or you can get packs of 3 for 10. I'm trying a couple of different brands, but so far 2 brands haven't been any different. Probably made in the same factory. So I sand this frame, this stays, because this is cemented in, both into here and into there. The inside actually comes out further. So this cast iron gets sanded all the way around, that gets cut off. The new window, which like that one, gets siliconed to the side edge after I pop riveted. The thing that is a real bastard with this is when the old bloke made this, he's put cement inside it. So I drill a hole into the steel, put a rivet in, which is all good, but as soon as I drill through the steel, I hit cement inside. Why there's cement in there? Bugger if I know. So, and that is a real cow, because as soon as I hit cement, the drill bit bluntens. So to drill and pop rivet this window, I'm using 5 drill bits, because each one goes blunt, and then I'm sharpening them for the next window. So yeah, a bit of a cow. Okay, I think I've talked enough. I think you understand how it works. So the window has a flange. I think I've explained that, and that goes over the top of this steel. So this iron, or cast iron, will stay there. It's part of the building. Cast iron doesn't rust. Bit of surface rust. That's 80 years worth of surface rust there. It doesn't hit. Cast iron doesn't rust like steel. It'll be there forever. I'm not disturbing all this beautiful render, and it just goes neatly over the top. And then I'll tidy up the inside. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but tidy it up I will. So I hope some of you will find this useful, because Tasmania, Victoria, there's a lot of cast iron windows around, and this is the neatest way I've seen of putting a window in. I'm quite pleased with it. Okay. Thank you.